The most terrifying haunted objects. Passed through the ages. The cursed box containing ancient demons' soul. The cursed box is actually an antique liquor cabinet, according to Jewish legends, believed to be possessed by a malevolent demon that disrupts human lives. This box is currently being auctioned on eBay, accompanied by a chilling story. The story begins in September 2001, when an antique dealer and restorer participated in a real estate auction in Portland, Oregon, USA. The auction item was an antique piece from a 103-year-old Jewish woman, sold by her granddaughter. The woman was the sole survivor of her family from a Nazi death camp during World War II. She brought only the liquor cabinet and a few cherished items when immigrating to the US. The granddaughter explained that the elderly woman always kept the box hidden, believing it contained an evil spirit. She considered the liquor cabinet to be a haunted box. Before passing away, the woman requested to be buried with it, contrary to Jewish tradition. This story left the antique dealer puzzled, and he asked if the granddaughter wanted to keep the box due to sentimental attachment. However, she vehemently refused, saying, "We had a deal. You have to take it away." The antique dealer took the box back and stored it in his workshop's basement. He paid little attention to the eerie tale the granddaughter had told. But strange occurrences began. One night, he received a call from his assistant at the workshop, claiming to have seen an odd light emanating from the basement, even though the doors were locked. She also heard eerie sounds coming from the lower level. When he investigated, he found the basement smelling strongly of cat urine and all the light bulbs in the room shattered. Yet, he remained unconvinced about the mysterious cabinet. On his mother's birthday, he decided to give her the cabinet as an unfortunate gift. Soon after, his mother suffered a stroke and had to be rushed to the hospital. She managed to mutter a few words. The gift. Detestable. Tears streaming uncontrollably. Suspicions grew, so he gave the cabinet to various people, all of whom returned it, claiming discomfort, dislike, or resentment towards it. The nightmares persisted, and he discovered that his entire family experienced strange dreams. He himself witnessed dark figures darting around him. Eventually, he realized that the cabinet held a genuine mystery. He turned to the internet for more information before going to sleep. Upon waking, he felt his throat choking, unable to breathe. When he turned, he saw a massive shadow attempting to push him down. He then listed the enigmatic cabinet on eBay, along with the eerie story he had experienced. Jason Haxton, a curator at the Museum of Osteopathic Medicine in Missouri, bought the cabinet from eBay and authored a book detailing the bizarre events surrounding the haunted box in 2012. A horror movie based on the book, titled The Possession, was later released. The Wedding Dress Dances. By itself. In 1849, Anna Baker, born into a wealthy family, fell in love with a working-class man named Ellis, a blacksmith. The relationship was opposed by her father, Ellis Baker, who went to great lengths to drive the young man out of Altoona, Pennsylvania, and was left heartbroken and cut ties with all the other suitors her father introduced, spending the rest of her life in solitude. Before Ellis was forcibly sent away, Anna selected a beautiful wedding dress she intended to wear on her happiest day with her true love. However, the wedding never occurred, as Anna's father intervened. The dress remained unused, and Anna's life was filled with unfulfilled dreams. Decades later, Elizabeth Dysart, a fortunate woman, owned the dress for a period of time. The dress eventually found its way back to the Baker family estate, now serving as a museum. Remarkably, Anna's former bedroom became the dress display room. Visitors to the museum reported witnessing the dress moving and swaying in the room, particularly on nights with full moons. The dress swayed as if a ghostly bride was trying it on before a mirror. Whether this is the eternal soul of Anna, trapped in this realm, because she never had the chance to wear the dress on her happiest day, remains unknown. The phenomenon of the dress moving on its own has been witnessed by many. In conclusion, these haunted objects have been passed through time, each carrying its own chilling stories and mysteries, leaving a lasting impression on those who encounter them. The Myrtle Plantation Mirror, holding the souls of mother and child. This mirror is closely associated with the terrifying bed and breakfast and the most infamous haunted house in the U.S. Constructed in 1786, it was built on land rumored to be an old Native American burial ground. Over time, it became the site of at least 10 murders and countless supernatural events. Occurring nearly daily, the most horrifying event took place in 1980, when visitors to the plantation reported seeing numerous human figures reflected in the mirror, as well as children's handprints on its surface. According to rumors, the mirror contained the souls of Sarah Woodruff and her children, all of whom were poisoned. It's believed that the mirror reflects and retains their souls behind the glass. The room within the plantation is rumored to be the lingering place of a female ghost, the spirit of a young girl who was bewitched and died in 1868. The ghost often plays pranks on anyone brave enough to sleep in the bed. There are also reports of loud footsteps on the wooden staircase, with a chilling, continuous sound, stopping at the 17th step. This coincides with the story of a former resident, William Winter, who died from gunshot wounds. Curiously, he attempted to crawl up the stairs after being shot, but collapsed and died at the 17th step.